Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodiak. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Rick Remender's Uncanny Avengers issues 5 and 6, especially 6. It's a real treat. And Remender did a fantastic job on this run, except for the last story arc. That one was really bad. But a lot of stuff that he did on the X-Force series carry over into this one. The X-Force series was really heavy. Like, Wolverine's team had to do a lot of messed up stuff. They were heroes, but they were like the Black Ops team for Cyclops. And during that series, Archangel becomes like the heir to Apocalypse. He creates this place called Tabula Rasa. He has his own horsemen. He has a relationship with one of the horsemen, the Geisha lady. They have twins. So what happens? In the beginning of issue 5, the twins get kidnapped by Kang. Kang establishes that these twins, when they grow up, they're going to be a major problem to him and to his interests. And like in every timeline, he can't stop these kids. So basically, he's going to try adopting them and make them serve his needs. Obviously, this is going to blow up in Kang's face, but it's actually a pretty interesting Kang story. I like the Kang angle that they add to it. Then we cut to the team where they had their first battle with Red Skull. Basically, as I mentioned before, it's the Unity Squad where the X-Men and Avengers fuse together. The Avengers can help mutants and be more involved in mutant problems. And I really love the dynamic of what's going on with the team. Like, Wasp is not happy with Rogue. Rogue has been messing around with the decoration. She actually takes down a portrait of the Avengers, puts an Xavier portrait up, and this really pisses off Wasp. Then we have the friction between Havoc and Captain America, that Captain America just can't to let Havoc be the leader of the team. Like, he's always stepping in, even though he himself offered Havoc to be the team leader. And then we have the mutant characters really having a hard time understanding like the dynamics of within the Avengers and the politics within the team and how the team works in the first place. It's really good. Like, this is pretty much like not a filler issue, it's like a bridge issue to the next story arc. But also in this issue, Sunfire is asked to join the team. I really love Sunfire. I always wonder why Sunfire is not more popular than he's like. He feels like a C-list character or B-list. Like, I've never understood why he's never been able to be a A-list X-Men. So I was sort of happy to see him on this team. Wonder Man 2 joins the lineup, but Wonder Man's like in this really weird phase that he's non-violent and doesn't want to be aggressive. So basically, he's like a stick in the mud. So we get this press conference with the Avengers. Cap is going to announce a new team. Grim Reaper attacks. Grim Reaper's really pissed off with the Scarlet Witch. He was happy that he was dead, but when Scarlet Witch did all her shenanigans with the House of M and all of that, when reality went back to normal, Grim Reaper came back to life, so he's not happy. So our Avengers go into battle, and by accident, Rogue she intentionally absorbs Wonder Man's powers to take down Grim Reaper, but she didn't realize that Wonder Man's so strong and kills Grim Reaper with one solid punch, and this is basically a PR nightmare for the team. So we cut to what I really wanted to talk about, Thor's first encounter with Apocalypse. So this is during the time that Thor wasn't able to pick up Mjolnir yet. He's still young, and he's confronted by Apocalypse. We learn later that actually Kang sent Apocalypse to attack Thor. Actually Tut, another version of Kang. Kang is complicated. Who told Apocalypse, like, this godling, he's going to be a pain in the ass to you in the future. Deal with him now. And during this time, Thor has an axe that, for the love of God, I can never remember the name of this axe. Armbjorn, something like that. The thing is, Thor gets his ass royally kicked by Apocalypse. He makes a run for it. Apocalypse goes back to his ship, confronts Tut, and he's like, hey, that little god there, he wasn't much of a problem. So how the hell is he going to be a problem for me in the future? Thor's really pissed off. He goes to Odin, tells Odin, hey, I fought this guy called Apocalypse. Odin's like, don't interfere with him. He's with the Celestials. We're like a pact. We have a pact of non-aggression with the Celestials because the Guardian Guard, the gods and the Celestials, and the gods in general and Celestials have a really complicated situation, especially Odin. Interesting. He actually creates a destroyer armor to deal with the Celestials later on. So he tells Thor, leave Apocalypse alone. Leave your ego be. Don't go after him. Obviously, Loki tells Thor, hey, I know there's a spell that only you can use in Odin, that you can enchant that axe of yours that could cut into the celestial armor that Apocalypse has. And what we discover is actually he's being played over by Kang. Kang is playing illusion that he's Loki. So actually what happens is Kang sets Thor up to create this axe that's going to be able to cut into celestial armor. Odin's going to be freaking pissed off about this situation. We get a second encounter with Thor, and we get this version of the Four Horsemen from, I think the year's like 1910 or something like that. No, not 1910, 1013. So the Four Horsemen are sent to kill this man that he's going to be the great grandfather to someone that's going to be a danger to Apocalypse. His last name is Logan. Guess who's he related to? So we have Thor going up against the Four Horsemen. The battle's pretty awesome. We get to see the Jabba axe being used. He slices into Apocalypse. Apocalypse is caught totally by surprise, like, oh shit, I had no idea there was a weapon that could just cut into me like that. Apocalypse makes his getaway. Odin's freaking pissed off that he used this enchanted axe with the spell that only he or Thor can use. And at the end of the story, we have Kang, who finds the axe stuck in Mordo's head. I have no idea what happened, but Kang says, I knew he was going to lose this axe. He probably just left the axe after he was able to pick up Mjolnir. And now Kang has this axe to cut into celestial armor that I guess is part of his plans. We're going to see what he's going to do with this later on. So I hope you guys like this video. See you guys next time. Bye.